What if one security camera could do the job of 2 or even 3 while still giving you razor sharp 4K clarity and a true 180-degree panoramic view? Today I'm testing a camera from ANNKE to see if it really delivers on its promise of no blind spots. And if you're looking for a camera that can cover your driveway, your garden or the front of your house in one wide shot, then stick around, as this might be the one that makes your setup a whole lot simpler. Hey everyone, my name's Simon and welcome to a new video on Byte of Geek, a channel that's all about home assistant and smart home technology. And I've been trying out the ANNKE FCD800 PoE camera for a little while now, just to see how well it performs when I run through my usual tests. With this camera, ANNKE are aiming to deliver a camera that helps prevent blind spots wherever you locate it, with its super wide dual lens setup and sharp 4K footage. Thanks to ANNKE for sending me out their dual lens PoE camera to review on the channel. As always, they've had no editorial input into this video and you'll get my honest thoughts and opinions about it. So before we get into the details of the camera, let's just have a quick look at what's in the box. Inside the compact box you get some mounting guides, window stickers, a quick start guide, mounting screws, PoE weatherproof connectors, and then the camera itself along with its mounting plate. If there was an award for minimizing the amount of packaging for a product, then ANNKE would be right there at the front with this one. The camera itself feels well built with clear labeling as to which way up it needs to be. It's got these dual lenses on the front along with its spotlights, and on the back, well, that houses the pre-wired cables, which has an RJ45 connection and a barrel connector if you're using a power supply. The main body fixes onto the backing plate, just twists and locks into place. It's really quite simple, and you've got a little knockout channel if you need to route the cable through the body of the camera rather than the back of the camera. The micro SD card slot is in the camera head. You just need to rotate it so that it becomes available to access, and it's protected by a screw mounted cover. So in general then, this feels like a solid and well built camera. In terms of specification then, well, the ANNKE FCD800 is a PoE security camera, but it can also be powered by a 12-volt supply. This means that you've got that always-on recording protection and therefore no need for the camera to wake up when it detects any movement and potentially miss something that needs to be recorded. It features 8 megapixel dual lenses with a resolution of 4096 by 1860, giving you a nice 180-degree panoramic view in front of the camera. It records this at 20 frames per second as well for a nice smooth footage. It has an effective field of view of 180 degrees horizontal and 77 degrees vertical. It has colour night vision and infrared night vision and has built-in lights that ANNKE state can light up to 98 feet. It's a fixed position camera and comes in 2 variants, the turret version I'm reviewing here and a bullet version. It's got 2-way audio, a 97 decibel speaker, and as it's an outdoor camera, it's also rated IP67. It's got local storage via a micro SD card up to 512 gigabytes. You can also link it up to an ANNKE MVR as well as a third-party NAS. It features smart AI detection, including people and vehicles, and it filters out irrelevant movements such as shadows, wind or animals. And in terms of smart home integration, well, Google, Amazon and Apple are all missing here. Home Assistant is supported via OMVIF, however, there is no official ANNKE integration available. Now, setting up the camera is straightforward. Download the ANNKE Vision app onto your mobile and set up an account. After that, you just add a new device and select what type of device it is, and then just scan the barcode on the base of the camera. Finally, you need to add a security password and a verification code, and after which that camera is then ready to go. As you can see here, the lag on the camera feed is quite low. I'd say it's less than a second, which is pretty good. It's also a nice clear image, but we'll see what it's like when it's all set up in position outside in my garden. Now, it was a few years ago that I last looked at one of the many ANNKE mobile apps that went with their cameras, and I'm glad to say that things have improved since then, as there now just seems to be the ANNKE Vision app that you now need to deal with. The app is a bit of an odd thing really, and I'll explain why in just a moment, but I think it's fair to say that it is a very functional. It has pretty much all the standard things you would expect to see on any other camera app today. You've got your notification settings, of which you can set how they work and whether there is a schedule set up for them. You've got your intelligent detection settings with your usual option to draw your detection area and select the detection target type and sensitivity. There's no privacy option available, which I really think should be standard on every device sold now, especially when it's something with a super wide lens. There are various options for your night vision, including options such as light compensation and smart lights, as well as black and white or color recording options. You can configure your own audio to be played via the speaker, and then you've got this web configuration option, which then switches into a slightly different user interface, but seems to have way more advanced features available. You've got all kinds of functionality in here, your RTSP and OMVIF settings, advanced networking, audio and video, advanced settings. It's really quite impressive, but I'm just at a loss as to why this is set up in the app like it is. It just seems like a bit of an afterthought really. Still, it's nice to have all of that extra functionality available. I've got some clips of footage now from the camera, so starting off with my usual daytime test with the eye chart on an A4 sheet of paper. As you can see here, I'm in the shade and the colours are accurate, and I think the footage is nice and clear, and it's only when I get right up to the camera where you eventually see the split in the image, which is what you get with a dual lens camera. Certainly that super wide view is impressive. This camera is almost side on to the fence, yet it's able to capture a good proportion of the side of my house as well. Now for some nighttime footage, and this first bit is just captured from my mobile phone. Pretty dark in this area of the garden at this time of night now in the UK. Perfect hiding places if someone was looking around your garden. As you can see, the camera picks me up initially in black and white and then automatically switches to colour when it turns on the spotlights. What's interesting about these lights is they will stay on for a while but will gradually dim before turning off, and given these are small lights, I don't think it's doing too bad a job at all. Next up, I've got some footage of notifications, and you'll see in the footage when the camera picks me up and then in the inset video when the notification comes through. The camera has a good range and does pick me up quite a distance from it. It's not the best I've tested, but it's still pretty good. Next up, and I'm just walking around the back of my house, and I'm initially a bit closer to the camera here, so it started recording very quickly. The notifications were a little slower to come through than I would have liked, but the camera is recording way before I've been notified, so nothing is being missed. In terms of smart home integration, well, sadly the ANNKE FCD800 seems to be lacking in this area. There is no mention of Google, Amazon or Apple from what I can tell. However, it will work in Home Assistant via OMVIF, and if you want to connect it to a NAS, then there is RTSP support as well. I tried OMVIF with Home Assistant and that was very easy to get set up, and I was quickly able to get dashboards all configured and set up with a video feed. You are limited as to what entities you get though, as there is no official integration in Home Assistant, and that is a shame. ANNKE have been around for over 10 years now and have a lot of security devices available, so it would be really nice to see them work to get something in place here. You can pick up the ANNKE FCD800 PoE camera for £90 or $99, and I'll have links in the description if you're interested in getting one whilst ANNKE have their Black Friday offers available. But what did I think of this PoE camera from ANNKE? Well, there's several things to like about it. The daytime footage is very good with great colour accuracy, and that super wide view is very impressive. Placed in the right location, this would be the only camera you'd need to ensure you've got full coverage, and really does back up that no blind spot claim they have on their website. Nighttime footage is hard to fault as well. There's no ghosting or oddities in the video footage when it's in colour, which is what you sometimes get, and black and white is nice and crisp as well. The little lights on the front of the camera do a good job at lighting the area. Not as good as a floodlight, but still enough to make a person stand out in the dark. The camera is well built, and it's good that you can get it in either a turret version or as a bullet option, so that you can choose the format that suits the location that you want to install it. If I'm being really picky with the turret version, it's that moving the camera head around is quite stiff, certainly on my camera anyway, and made getting the SD card in a bit of a challenge. Obviously, once you've got it in place, you wouldn't be doing this all the time. The mobile app has a decent set of options, and I like that you've got RTSP and ONVIF support, so you'll be able to save footage to a NAS if you've got one of those. The change in user interface in the app is a bit odd though. It's great to have all the additional options and features, but I think Anke could make a better job of this to keep the user interface consistent throughout the app. Disappointingly though is the lack of smart home integration. No Google, Amazon or Apple support. Usually you get at least one that is supported, but to have none was quite the surprise. With Home Assistant, again, there isn't an integration available. It would be great to see Anke work on having this available so that you can access further features of the camera. As it is, you're left with ONVIF support, which for the most part is fine, but using this in a smart home, it's almost essential to have access to all the other settings. So if you're watching this Anke, then please look into doing this. Let me know in the comments what you think of the ANNKE FCD800 PoE camera, or if you have any questions about it, then drop them down below and I'll try and answer them for you. If you enjoyed the video, then don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help and means others get to see this video. But as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.